Hey everybody, it's Johnny here from JP's RC Workshop. I'm going to give a quick overview of what we have in the stable and see what you guys think. First off, with the lights on here, you guys are very familiar with this one. I'll be uploading another video along about the time this one uploads specifically on this, but this is my TRX4. It's brushless, custom bumpers that I built, metal bead locks, and running a Mamba X 4600 kV system. So it's 6S capable, probably could do about 60 miles an hour, and I was just playing in the mud with it, so it's a little dirty, fresh in off the trail. Gonna be looking at the rest of the cars too. We have my two-wheel drive Slash, my four-wheel drive Slash, my ECX Barrage, and this right here is my wife's two-wheel drive Slash. All of these are brushless with the exception of the Barrage. So I'm gonna set these aside and screwdriver. First one, because you guys have never seen it before, first one I'm going to do is my wife's two-wheel drive Traxxas Slash. It is running a set of the BF Goodrich 2.2 3.0 tires like what you would find on your Raptor, and it's mounted on the Bigfoot wheels because we wanted the crazy wide offset to match this massively wide Proline Desert Eagle body. To give you an idea, let me grab a stock Slash body off of the 4x4 Slash here. This is actually, the two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Slash bodies are the same with the exception of the antenna hole location. So, you know, anybody that's wondering if you can run a two-wheel drive body on a four-wheel drive and vice versa, you can if you don't want your antenna sticking up through your body or don't care if it sticks up in the right spot. But yeah, this body is much wider than a stock two-wheel drive Slash. Yes, it has been in the mud today too. Took them all out running, haven't had a chance to clean them yet, but this has, we have a lighting kit in it that I built myself, so let me plug that in real quick. I do my lights a little bit different to make them look a little more scale. Has a lighted rocker switch right here, which kills the LED light bars, which are hidden in the front bumper. Just clear LEDs behind the stickers, and then these right there, she has a purple Monte Carlo with the same ghost flames and everything, 1973 Monte Carlo. Just doesn't have the supercharger sticking up through the hood, but roughly kind of the same shape. Yeah, she drives the shit out of this thing too. Set her body aside here. Okay, so you know, it's a pretty standard two-wheel drive Slash. Have relocated a few things. Stock servo, stock shocks, upgraded aluminum caster blocks, running a Rustler bumper, no rear bumper, battery pack back there. She likes to wheelie it, so we put some homebrewed wheelie bars on it, made out of a couple of broken A-arms, because it sets it right to where the rear bumper of the Desert Eagle body is almost going to hit. We do a lot of off-road bashing, hence the reason why we don't run the LCG chassis. We want the ground clearance. But her motor, she's running the 2-pole Volinian on a Castle Sidewinder 3. Standard Traxxas 3-channel receiver, no TSM. Proline body mounts, stock shocks, running 45 weight oil in it. It does a really good job at dampening, running high speeds on dirt and stuff. You know, it's your basic standard two-wheel drive Slash. The big thing about this though is the width. We are running Proline ProTrack rear A-arms to get extra width. Proline ProTrack upper turnbuckles. She's still running stock axles. Running modified 4x4 slash front A-arms. They are the ends have been trimmed to clear the caster blocks, and they are upside down. Switched right to left, left to right, and they actually work really well for widening out the track. You see her track width is about like it should. We've had to play with the length on our metal links and everything, but it mostly, even on pavement, will slide before it tips. So it's a lot of fun for a basher. With that battery pack back there, it's a little tail heavy, so even though it's a slash, it wheelies out like a Rustler does. Let's stick this one back together. The reason why we're running the Rustler front bumper is the stock two-wheel drive slash bumper will fit up in behind the body on this, but it will interfere with our placement of the lights for the headlights, and it keeps tearing them off of the body. Next one, since I've got the body off already, that we'll look at is my four-wheel drive slash. It is also running I put a Rustler receiver box in here to neaten things up a little bit. Running a 3300 kV Hobbywing motor with a Castle Sidewinder 3 ESC. This is running the 5-channel TSM receiver. It is running it's running that servo that I pieced together in the servo rebuild video. Proline bead locks, Proline Badlands tires. It's all RPM plastics. Has a chassis brace so it can't bend the center drive shaft when you are airing it out real hard. Proline extended body mounts. Other than that, it's pretty mild. Still runs a stock body. We have done lights in this body also, which bashing it earlier managed to knock 2 of the lights out of the body. They run on a AA battery pack, 2 AA's that are up there in the body with a switch on them, so it doesn't run off the BEC. Seems to work out pretty well. Next one up is my 2-wheel drive slash, which is actually more tame than my wife's. I think I need to check the oil in my rear shocks. Took this thing out mud and water skipping today. On 3S, this thing's a little bit fast, not anything crazy. Pull that battery pack out of there. Generally don't store them with the battery packs in them, but this was one of the last ones ran, so I hadn't pulled the battery yet. So this one has another one of my homemade light kits. It's got just the switch is going out in this one. But anyway, it has a front light bar mounted in the bumper for night bashing. Has tail lights mounted in the rear bumper. This one is the one that is a little surprising. I'm running a Dynamite Fuse 10th scale ESC. and a Gould RC 3100 kV 4-pole brushless motor. It's the S3650 number motor. It's almost as fast as the Traxxas Valenian. Stock servo. I've got a new servo saver for it. I broke the servo saver on it the servo saver got broken, I should say. I had to replace a lot of plastics on this car. The body mounts, rear chassis brace, rear shock tower, or not chassis brace, rear skid plate, whatever you want to call that. The body mount, the rear shock tower. Had to replace one of my aluminum caster blocks with a plastic one. Had to change out my wheels. This car has been ran over. I was playing with it in the Bi-Mart parking lot, lit up really bright with a different body on it that had a built-in lighting kit. Somebody pulled into the parking lot at Bi-Mart at 10 o'clock at night after I'd gotten off work. My wife and I decided to go do some bashing. So we went down there, and somebody pulled in a Suburban, watched us bash for a while, and then turns down and starts coming towards us. So I drive this over next to my car, slide it in sideways, the traction rolls on its side. They pull right through next to my car, run over it, and take off. So really put a hurting on this car. It destroyed the Castle ESC that was in this. So it's the reason why I'm running the Dynamite Fuse ESC. I have no complaints with that ESC. It's kind of a monster slash. It's running 2.8 wheels and tires from a Red Cat Volcano, I believe. I'm actually pretty happy with these tires. They do really well in the mud. Really well in dirt, soft dirt and stuff. I don't run them in sand or anything. Probably shouldn't run them in mud. But we've got a lot of mud where I live right now, so I do pack my bearings with marine grease or automotive grease to keep my bearings alive. Or I'll put a piece of tape over the exposed end of the shaft on my motor to keep the motor happy. Now, this one, I tried something with hear that tire? I don't have foams in these right now. I'm going to have to put the foams back in them because the cold air and being sealed, they suck in on themselves. And I tried this stuff called Equal. It's for balancing truck tires, and it is basically like a free floating weight. Wanted to keep the weight low. It doesn't help. The tires just need more support than what that stuff gives them. But this is a stock Gen 1 ECX Barrage as far as the suspension and chassis goes, and it has some fairly incredible flex. It's running this 1966 Proline F-150 body to fit a Traxxas Rustler. I did have to trim the fenders a little bit more to clear the body. This one's still got a partial lighting kit in it. You can see I need to repaint or reback the body with black again. But I'm running a 22 turn motor, little Hobbywing ESC, the ECX receiver, which is 4-channel fully waterproof. Here's one of the big mods. Savox SG 1251 MG digital Metal Gear servo and a 25 tooth aluminum steering or servo steering arm. That's really helped with that. run it strictly on small 2S LiPos, 2000 milliamp. There's a light bar on this. Custom built steel bumpers that I built myself. I use a brake tubing bender to get my bends, and then just weld them with my MIG welder. Grind them smooth with a Dremel. There are a lot of free mods done to my barrage. I did a specific video just on what I did, like flipping the trans, relocating the battery, receiver and all that, cleaning up the routing of the wiring. Haven't done much else. I've got weights on the bumpers. I usually will run weights in the wheels too, but I was trying something new with the with that equal, and just not really happy with that. But I've got a pair of axial rip saws that I usually run on here. I'm going to throw those back on and then take these wheels apart and start messing with them. I might see if these Super Swamper tires will mount up on my bead locks better than what my stock Traxxas tires do, because my Traxxas tires don't mount up on the bead locks that I bought very well. I bought some off-brand or no-brand Chinese metal bead locks. They're steel bead locks, high mass. They really help, but they add a lot of weight to the TRX4 down low. So, you know, good and bad because it's rotational weight. This thing here is a little on the crazy side. I'll do a specific video just on this as an update for people who've been following the Toy RX4 build. But I'll also do a quick touch on how I've mounted my body to allow it to be removed separately and also to be secured down very well. So this thing here, let me tell you, it's something else. I'm running a Mamba X, all stock servos, including the steering servo. Steering servo might be getting a little weak. I don't know. I got to check my settings to see if it accidentally got turned down. Stock shocks. One of my redneck light bars. All stock links. Just a little bit of custom body mount stuff. Custom made steel bumpers. I mean, these things are... This is a solid piece of plate steel cut to shape and welded to some bolts that I'd milled down to be square and fit in the rear factory rear cross member. I'm running the front cross member in the rear in its proper orientation. That little body mount that Traxxas sends you to put here if you move your shocks forward and eliminate your Discovery body, that would put your posts back in the proper location. I just put a couple of battery hold down studs in that to mount the rear of my bed too. I'm running 4 ounces of wheel weights in my front bumper for front weight, and that's inside of the custom built steel front bumper. Other than just the motor, ESC combo, and bumpers, 10 weight shock oil and wheels, the TRX4 is almost box stock. I mean, I haven't had to upgrade the drive lines, haven't had to upgrade the servos or anything. I did have to put a metal servo horn on it, and I've snapped a servo horn a couple days ago, an actual regular thickness aluminum servo horn. This one is now running a hot racing servo horn. I'll cover that in the TRX4 video I'm about to shoot here in a minute. But you know, you guys, you know, you've been great, showing a lot of support. Up to I think 53 or 54 subscribers, considering my channel is not even quite 2 months old yet. I figure that's that's really amazing. Over 3,000 views from you guys. You know, I'm blown away that you guys are willing to tolerate, you know, somebody who doesn't know how to edit, doesn't know how to do a lot of the video stuff. I just do this stuff on my phone, post it straight to YouTube. My laptop is junk. I need to get another laptop. So, you know, pretty much, you know, as you see it online is how I shoot it. Not a lot of cutting and editing unless I can do it with my phone. I'm not real good about looking you guys in the eyes and talking to the camera. You know, you're not here to see me. You know, you're here to see what information I can pass on to you. So, you know, I thank you folks. You know, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button to stay notified when I when I post new videos. You know, give me a like if you like what I'm doing here. We've got a pretty small stable right now. As you guys, as my subscribers will know, you know, I do the Hobbies for Veterans giveaway cars. I've had one car donated, and the rest of them I build out of my own parts, my own bashers. I give them to disabled combat vets. You know, people who've got like deep hurt in their souls because of stuff they've had to do in war to fight for us. So, you know, I give them ready to run cars, batteries, chargers, everything, so they don't have to buy a thing. You know, give them a hobby to get their hands busy, to get their minds engaged in something positive instead of dwelling in the past. But, you know, that's why, you know, we have such a small stable. I've got a 2-wheel drive Slash that I run when my wife runs hers. I got a 4-wheel drive Slash that I bash every once in a while. That was given to me, and it was given to me by a great guy from Texas who sent it to me at his cost when my one and only RC, my Traxxas 2-wheel drive, the one with the bug body on it, when it got ran over, that was my only RC, and I just finished building it 2 days before, and I was done. I was over it. I was just going to give up the hobby. And I'm a member of the RC Junkies group, and I post a lot in there. I try to help where I can, give good answers. I never troll. Figure if I haven't got anything good to say, why say it? So, anyway, this guy took his 4-wheel drive Slash with all the RPM upgrades and everything. Just pulled his motor, his ESC, and his big bore shocks off of it, and sent it to me so I could put my stuff on it and have a car ready to run again. It was a very amazing thing for him to do, and you know, because it was given to me under such circumstances, I can't get rid of it. You know, that one's a keeper. You know, it's a reminder of the goodness that other humans can show too. But anyway, folks, you know, thanks for watching this long. Thanks for being loyal viewers. You know, all I gotta say is get out there, enjoy the hobby, have some fun. Doesn't matter what you run, just go out there and have some fun.